the librarian of your brain. That's what today's video is about. If you want to know why we hold on to ruminating thoughts, why we hold on to negative thoughts and feelings, why we hold on to the old trauma responses, it's because you didn't have the librarian to put it on the shelf. Hey guys, Matt Tait here from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. And today I'm here at Surfers Paradise Beach, enjoying the beautiful sunshine. As you can see there, you've got all the big buildings and this beautiful surf. Found a little shady spot behind the wall here. And so today I wanted to talk to you about the librarian of your mind. So I'll walk and talk, and I'll try and cut out the people in the background so we can use the video. So, the librarian of your mind. As always guys, like and subscribe to the channel so you get these videos on a regular basis as I upload them, and we will give you guys some value to help you understand yourself, your friends, your family, and everyone around you. Why is this important? Why is the librarian such an important part of your brain? The librarian is known as the hypothalamus in the brain, but we'll call it the librarian for now. And the librarian, what does a librarian do? A librarian takes a book, and the librarian will store the book. The librarian will put the book on the shelf. It'll put the book on the shelf with an author name. It'll put the book on the shelf with a code. It'll put the book on the shelf with a title or a genre. You know, fiction, non-fiction, it could be, gardening, it could be all those sorts of things. Now imagine you go to the library and you've got the book in your hand. You want to hand the book in. You want to put the book, you want to file it on the shelf in the filing system that is the library. Now imagine that book is a traumatic event, right? It's a traumatic event. In the book you've got all the lessons. In the book you've got all of the things that are going to allow you to put it into normal memory. But there's a problem. You go to the library and the library is closed. What do you do when the library is closed? What happens when the library is closed and you've got a book in your hand? What happens? You hold on to the book. You are the one that's with the book. You are the one that's with the book. And because you're the one that's with the book, you don't get to hand the book in. You hold on to the book. Well, this is the book of the traumatic event. This is the book of the emotional situation. And you're not going to let it go. And this is what your brain does. The hypothalamus is the librarian. But before the hypothalamus, you've got another part of your brain. It's the fight or flight response part of your brain known as the amygdala. And the memory can be stuck in the amygdala. So the memory is stuck in the amygdala. It's stuck in there. And the librarian is closed, and you've got this book stuck in the amygdala. So that's why the rewind technique works so well with veterans, with people who are having that trauma response. You know, they've got that situation. Sorry, just navigating around people. They've got that situation where they've had a traumatic event and they won't let it go because the librarian did not file it into old memory as a thing that just happened. And so it stays in the fight or flight response. And I wondered when I first did this technique, when I first learned these NLP techniques, I wondered, why does it work so well? Well, now I understand. Because in neuroscience, the literature I read, it talks about the fact that the librarian has actually shut down, or the hypothalamus. It's shut down, it freezes when you have a trauma response. And so it doesn't get a chance to file it. Like a librarian, doesn't get a chance to put it on the shelf. It doesn't get a chance to give it a code. It doesn't give it a chance to store it by author, by topic, by subject. It doesn't get that chance to do that. And that is why the rewind technique works so well, because the librarian is allowed to now file it as an old memory, as opposed to not filing it and seeing it as a near and present danger. So there you go. Today's little neuroscience lesson. The hypothalamus, librarian of your brain, allows you to store the book, put it on the shelf, so you can continue to access it if you have to keep you safe, to learn the lessons, to have it as a lesson, as life experience, not to let it happen again, but at the same time, not to hold on to the book and trigger off all your trauma responses. And so the triggers are gone, the triggers are reduced, everything's much more doable. So there you go. That is the hypothalamus. That is the librarian of your brain. I hope that's helped you understand a little bit more about your brain and how it works and why we have these ruminating thoughts. It doesn't have to be a huge trauma. It could be just something that's a ruminating thought that you can't let go of. Well, something slightly traumatic's going on. The hypothalamus, the librarian, has shut the gate, has closed the doors to the library, and didn't let you process it back into normal memory. So there you go. Fascinating. And I love learning as to why these techniques work so well from neuroscientists. I love learning how they help us. I love learning the processes of the brain so that we can work with them, so we can use the processes, the functions, the mechanics of what we're actually doing to ourselves to make life better. This is Matt Tait from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. Today's little lesson is the librarian of your brain. See you in the next one. As always, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.